Hi everyone, welcome to Whiteskys Wisdom. This is another unboxing and review of my new deck, the Witch's Wisdom Tarot by Phyllis, Curott, Curott, and Danielle, Barlow. Let's have a look. So it's quite a chunky deck, but it looks like it's going to be a really good size. So at the back here, two witches, an American Wiccan high priestess and an English hedge witch, spent a year journeying into each other's realms together. The wisdom they received led them to create a radical new interpretation of the tarot for these times. Unlike traditional tarot, most guides the seeker to enlightenment by leaving the earth behind. They were shown a tarot for the earth, offering a profound and magical journey into the world, into your life. I'm really looking forward to this. Phyllis Curott is a spiritual pioneer, one of America's first public witches, and an international best-selling author. Danielle Barlow is a painter, illustrator, and hedge witch whose work beautifully captures the spirit of place. Let's open her up and have a look. So to start with, the colour and the artwork of this is absolutely beautiful. I really like the gold highlights and the moodiness. So let's see if we can open this up. Bear with me while I deal with the shrink wrap plastic. It seems to be something I have to deal with each time. Right. Here we go. So yes, the gold is absolutely beautiful. It's like it's gilded. So it's a simple thumb cutouts on each side, and it just slips straight off. The box itself, very sturdy. Okay, the guidebook of absolutely great size. It's a really good chunky guidebook. It's a good size. It fits in the palm of your hand here. And so we'll open this up and have a look. Already the cards look amazing. So let's have a look inside here. All different cards. It looks like a page for each one. Let's have a look. It's got the introduction, which is wisdom. Working with this tarot. Let's flick. We'll go to the major arcana. No photos or pictures of the cards themselves. And it's more than one page per opening. So this is not a quick reference book. You need to actually go to the front and have a look to find out where the card is that you need to look up. So it's a good guidebook to look at before, but this isn't a good reference deck. You can see it's just all words, no photos of the decks themselves, of the cards themselves. So Ace of Air is the top one here. Just turn it out. Inside doesn't have any illustration, it's just a darker color. And the back of the cards have a multi-dimension, as in it doesn't matter which way up the card is, the back is the same. So the cards themselves are quite wide, but they fit quite well in my small hand. And we'll do a flick through here. The card stock itself is of quite good quality. It's quite sturdy, and it's got a matte shininess to it, so it's like a waxy finish, so they should slip over each other very well. They've used the air energy as bones, which is interesting, but also the spider web. So the ace, 2 of air, 3 of air. Already to start with, the illustrations are next level. Absolutely beautiful. There's almost like a Japanese manga type of watercolor look to this 3 of air card. Five of air, 6, 7. So the page is the messenger of air. The princess or the knight or whatever is the witch of air. The king of swords is the craftsman of air. Very much in his head, thinking. And the queen is the goddess of air. Wow. The fire element. Snakes. Beautiful. So snakes aren't necessarily the theme that runs through air. There's 4 foxes here, butterflies. Wow. These are artworks in themselves. The page or the messenger of fire. The knight or the witch of fire. She's holding a serpent here. King of Wands, craftsman of fire. Queen of Wands, goddess of fire. The water element. That's beautiful. The rainbow. The ducks. 4 of water. 5 of water. Oh. Oh, that makes me feel sad just looking at that. The baby there. Plastic balloon. What could be and what is. The reflection. That's very sad. 6. 7 of water. Look at the elephants coming in on their track to the water. 8 with the turtles. 9. Yeah, humans, it's just this whole water series is making me realise people need to respect water so much more. 10 of water, and see, look at what thrives when the water's left be. Messenger of water. Witch of water. Craftsman of water. Holding the snake, calling in the rains. The goddess of water. It's where all life came from. the earth element. Three of earth. Four of earth. Five of earth. Six. 7. 8. Ah, isn't that beautiful? 9. Mycelium web. 10 of earth. The messenger. The witch. The craftsman of earth. The breaking down cycle which breeds new light. The goddess of earth. Major arcana. The world, the village is on fire, having to make a brand new start, or the ending of that cycle. 1 is world. 2, initiation. 3, sun. 4, moon. 5, the star. 6, maze. 7, ancestor. 8, healing. 9, rebirth. 10, offering. Offering to the ancestors. 11, balance. Wow, the wheel of life. What an incredible piece of art. The shaman, looking within, not without. The strength of the animals and their right to exist, I hear. Journey, love, wisdom keeper, the guardian, the great mother, priestess, council of all beings. That just makes my heart shine, that does. And 0, pilgrim, which is the fool. Really emotional deck, let's put it that way. It's really evoked some emotions in me looking at a couple of these cards. To remember that we are earthlings, earthers, and that tarot is not necessarily something that's in your mind or out there or woo-woo or whatever. It's something, right? It's a direction. It gives you a guidebook, a way to move in this world, and the importance of connecting our energy back into our mother, the earth. As I said, I've got so emotional. The Milky Way, yes, is above us. The earth is below us, and all animals have the right to exist in it. To turn our energy away from the ones and zeros matrix, I think, and to reconnect with life. Wow, very emotional it's got me. I'll be using this, but I'll be using this in quite a sacred way, because these cards to me feel like they require, demand even, a sacredness, a reverence, because of the time and the thoughts that's gone into the artwork is incredible. Anyway, beautiful deck, absolutely beautiful. So it is a very large deck. It's the same size, I mean, the same number of cards as any other tarot deck, but it feels quite large and substantial in my hands, quite heavy even. Shuffling is a breeze. Absolute breeze. Way. And they talk. A messenger of air. Beautiful. They talk, and they talk a lot. So there was quite a story here on the opposite of the Knight of Air here. Quite a story. To reconnect with nature. These are things of great beauty, and I would highly recommend this deck to anybody who really wants to connect with their innate heart energy, their physical being. You don't have to be into witchcraft to enjoy this deck. You know, the connotation of witch, even in these days, is it's got a heavy connotation. These are basically earthing or earthling cards, reconnect you with the earth plane and the ancient wisdom. So let's all use these cards insofar as let's all start to reconnect with the earth. But yes, The Witch's Wisdom Tarot by Phyllis, Curott and Danielle Barlow. An exceptional production, done with great quality and care and thought. And I myself would highly recommend this deck to anyone interested in a quality deck that evokes a lot of emotion and grounding energy. It makes you really sit with the contemplation of the card. So if you'd like to like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'd just like to say thank you so much. I love you all, and bye for now.